King Charles has canceled today's public duties for cancer treatment. Prince William expected to cover some of the king's duties. Prince Harry, we now know, just landed in London from LA to be with his father. The monarch was diagnosed with cancer in its early stages during a recent hospital stay. He was undergoing a different surgery for a benign enlarged prostate. Reports say he is on his usual good form in every way. Officials say the king is still able to undertake state business and official paperwork as usual. Times Radio broadcaster Henry Bonsu is with us live from South London with the latest. First of all, how are folks in Great Britain reacting to this news about the king?
Well, it was a big shock, wasn't it? I mean, Buckingham Palace released the news at exactly 6 o'clock, and that's the time of the main evening news bulletin here. So millions of people are watching, and then many of the news broadcasters cleared their schedules for rolling news. And this morning is the same. The Prime Minister has been on the radio, and he gave an update to say that it would appear that the King's doctors caught whatever cancer it is early. But there's, of course, quite a bit of speculation, the kind of speculation the King didn't want, but people are wondering what it might be. Because remember, in this country, there are 4 big cancers. There are breast cancer, lung cancer, prostate cancer, and bowel cancer. But we do not know which one or other of those cancers it might be. But It's good to know that it's been caught early.
Right, definitely in its early stages. I think your mind initially thinks it has something to do with prostate cancer because he was recently being treated, but they are making no link to that.
No link at all. But what is really good is that the king has been candid, and he made it clear at the time of his benign prostate hyperplasia or enlargement that he wanted people to know about this, to demystify these illnesses. You've been talking about cancer separately a moment or two ago. And as a result of his candor, last week, over 1,000% increase was noted in men getting in touch with the National Health Service website or going to their general practitioner, including me, because I have the same benign prostate enlargement. And despite the fact that we have prostate cancer in my family, I had let things slip, because you do, just life carries on. But because of this news about the king, I myself went to my own general practitioner, had some procedures and checkups to be given the all clear. So this is very, very important.
Wow. Well, Henry, that's a real silver lining to all of this, that being so outspoken about his health issues has helped and probably saved a number of lives. We also know Harry jumped on a plane almost immediately. What's the family saying about where he's going to stay, how long he might be in London?
Well, at the moment, they haven't released those details. You can imagine, given the recent history, it's a little delicate, but let's wait and see. Interestingly, he hasn't come over with his wife, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, or their children Archie and Lilibet. And some people are annoyed here in this country because they think it would have been good to bring the children over to see their grandfather. But it is a positive sign, because if you can't have a degree of détente when your senior or somebody close in the family has cancer, then some will say, when? And one would hope that Harry and William can put some of their differences aside, at least now for a while their father is undergoing his procedure, and then hopefully will soon be on the mend.
Yeah, this type of scare can bring families back together even in the toughest of times. A final question for William. What responsibilities will he be taking on while his father is treated?
Well, Prince William hasn't done any royal duties since the 11th of January. You remember that his wife, Kate, the Princess of Wales, has undergone surgery, abdominal surgery. And it's quite serious, because we don't expect to see her publicly until April. And we weren't expecting to see him resume royal duties for quite some time. But now, as a result of his father's condition, he's going to step up and into the breach, as it were, and he will take on many of his father's duties, as will the King's sister, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, but no space for the Duke of York, Prince Andrew, who is still in a degree of disgrace.
All right. Well, we wish him a speedy recovery. Henry, I'm glad you had a clean bill of health, and we hope others get checked and screened as well so that we can report the same. Appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.